Medicare scams are at an all-time high, and this time of the year during open enrollment is a time to watch out for them. In this video, we're going to talk specifically about what are Medicare scam calls, what specifically should you be looking out for, and how you can point them out and avoid them. My name is Christian Brindle. I run a company called Christian Brindle Insurance Services, also known as Everything Senior Insurance, and we're an insurance agency that specializes in working with individuals on Medicare. We work with thousands of individuals all across the country in 45 different states, and we specialize in all things under the sun Medicare. But we also see various different circumstances where clients of ours fall victim to different types of scams when it comes to Medicare. In this video, we're going to talk specifically about what you need to know and how you can avoid them. The first thing we need to talk about is what should you specifically be looking for in a Medicare scam call? Well, the first thing is it can be very hard to tell the difference at times because it used to be when you would get a Medicare scam call, it was very easy to point out. They would call you, they'd clearly be from out of the country, they'd have heavy accents, and the questions they would just ask would be ridiculous. They'd threaten you, they'd say, oh, police are going to come to your house if you don't cooperate with us, things like that. But they have gotten a lot more sophisticated over the years. And what we're seeing over the past couple of years now is people will call you that are state-based that sound like they could be legitimate, but really all that they're after is your personal information. And sometimes they might call up and specifically try to put you at ease by saying things like, listen, we don't need your social security number, we don't need your banking information, we're not calling for any of that reason, but what they're really after is your Medicare number. Prior to popular belief, your Medicare number could be one of the most valuable things that somebody could obtain when it comes to stealing your identity, opening up fraudulent accounts in your name, or any other type of identity theft activities, okay? So what you need to understand is a couple of tactics that they use. So let's kind of walk through them one at a time. First tactic that these scammers try to use is they'll call you up claiming to be Medicare and saying that Medicare is issuing new ID cards. This is all with the end goal of getting you to provide to them your Medicare number. And sometimes they'll call you up and provide you with information that you would think only Medicare would know. So for example, they might call you up and say your first and last name, your address on file, things like this. All things that they can find online or they purchase through the dark web or anything like that, okay? Don't fall for it. Remember, never provide somebody your Medicare number unless, number one, you're seeing them as a doctor. Number two, they're an insurance advocate like my current company that needs it in order to enroll you into a plan that you want to be on, or anything else such as that. But there should be no other reason why anyone ever needs your Medicare number. And calling up or pretending to be Medicare and stating that they're sending out new Medicare cards and reissuing Medicare cards is the most common example of a Medicare scam call that we see internally. The second most common one that we see internally is scam callers calling you up and saying your Medicare is about to be canceled and we need to verify your identity. And they might go through a list of things that they might need in order to verify your identity. Might be your Medicare number, your address, your full name, etc. They put things in there that might sound a little bit less threatening, but they throw the Medicare number in there as an end result of trying to obtain that from you, okay? Keep this in mind. Medicare has your Medicare number. There is no reason why they should ever need to ask you for it, especially if they are calling you specifically. So this is a good way to spot these fraudsters. Another one that we've seen from time to time is by saying that Medicare is calling you in order to inform you that you can get access to special new vaccines. We've seen this one from time to time. And they'll say they need your Medicare number in order to schedule you an appointment for someone to come to your home. Don't fall for it. There is no such thing in most cases, and we've never seen a situation of Medicare actually calling you to inform you of some new vaccine you've never heard of and schedule an appointment. They're just trying to get your Medicare number. This is a little bit of an older one, but the last one we're going to talk about is Medicare calling you in order to get you hooked up with genetic testing. Now, this is one I've seen for some time. It's a little bit of an older one, but people still fall for it from time to time. They will try to get you to sign up for genetic testing and then claim these genetic tests are going to be sent to your doctor, and then they never are. The whole goal of it is to get all the information from you, such as your Medicare number, that they can use to file claims on your behalf and try to defraud Medicare out of lots and lots of claim money. And we've seen it done for many, many years. Medicare's cracked down on it, but there's still some new different types of ways they try to maneuver this scam. Remember, if anyone calls you from Medicare asking for your Medicare number, it is 99.999% of the time not Medicare. What kind of scam calls have you heard about? Have you seen anyone that you know fall victim to these types of tactics? Has this happened to you specifically? Let us know in the comments down below. We'd love to have a dialogue with you about it. Please do us a favor. If you know anyone on Medicare, a family member, a neighbor, a friend, a loved one that might fall victim to these types of scams, do us a favor and share this video with them. Take the link to the video, send it off to them so that they can be made aware of these types of scams and they don't end up falling victim to any of these scams or any of these fraudsters, okay? It happens all the time. There's millions of people all over the country every year that are on Medicare that fall victim to Medicare scams. If you like this video and you found it educational, you want to help bring more awareness to these types of things, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help more people like you who need to hear this information find it easier. Make sure to subscribe. We put out weekly videos to help you out with your Medicare. And also, if you need help with your Medicare and you want to work with an ethical, legitimate organization, no cost, no obligation of any kind, but helping you find the best plan to go with your Medicare to help provide solutions to your needs and preferences of what Medicare doesn't provide, give us a call. Our number is 801-255-5340. Again, 801-255-5340. You can also find it in the description of this video. Again, we're licensed in over 45 states. And we'd love to have a conversation with you and see if there's anything we can do to help you today, whether it be a Medicare supplement, Medicare Advantage plan, turning 65, whatever your situation is, anything under the sun, we can help when it comes to Medicare. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. We appreciate you, and happy Medicare, everybody.